We are coming back, right back at you, with another bite-sized, whatever you want to call it, of life motivational content. So I have just finished filming a video for YouTube. Hang on, we're on YouTube. What am I about? My mind's gone crazy. I thought, what am I doing? Anyway, so yeah, so I've just filmed my video for the day on YouTube, so I'll be editing that later on. So I hope you're all doing good. Yesterday we came on and we had a little chat about 10 ways to boost your mindset into a more positive mindset. So we stopped at number 10 because I felt like it was getting a bit long, a bit exhaustive, and I was getting a bit exhausted too. So we are going to start right back at it. Yeah, so our next point on the agenda. By the way, if you've not seen yesterday's, do go back and have a look. I'm just sort of like trying to get a nice angle here. The difficulty is when you're filming in landscape, you can see everything. But when I'm in portrait, I don't know where to go. It's not particularly easy. But honestly, right, your positive mindset, can I just start by saying, starts in your mind. You have the power to choose to be positive or not. And I know that's easier said than done, because I don't always feel very positive myself. Surprise, surprise. Have you ever had it where people say, oh, you're such a happy person, you're so positive, and you're thinking, I'm not. I'm just very good at acting like it. Yes, that's me. I get that all the time. Comment for that, but hey, there you go. So, avoiding negative self-talk, right? You need to get out of telling yourself, I'm bad, I'm not productive. How many times does somebody ask you, how you doing? You'll say, too bad, tired. Tired is the common answer. Tiredness is basically like, especially in England, it's basically the done thing that everybody's got to say that. So, avoid negative self-talk. How are you speaking to yourself? What are you thinking? What are you like telling yourself when you're on your own? Are you telling yourself, oh, tomorrow can't be bothered for tomorrow, or got no energy for this, no energy for that? I tell you what, it's amazing how things change when you actually stop and tell yourself, actually, I could do that. I've got much more energy. I'm excited for this. If you tell yourself, I can't be bothered, you won't be bothered. If you tell yourself, I'm really excited, even when you're potentially not so much, then you start being, because your emotions are much more controllable than we usually give ourselves credit for. Not always, in case of depression and stuff, don't get me wrong. But there are things you can do. That brings me on to, actually, how do you respond to people when they ask you how you're doing? So not even just negative self-talk, but talk to other people about yourself, if that makes sense. So, like I was saying, somebody says to you, how you doing? Are you going to answer with, bored, tired, not too great? I'm alright, I suppose. Or are you going to answer with, do you know what? Yeah, I'm doing really well, thanks. I'm loving life, you know? I'm enjoying life. And I'll tell you what, things change. You start enjoying your life if you tell yourself and other people you're enjoying your life, because your emotions start with your intention. So this is what I'm going to say. Intention brings emotion. All right? Well, that's a good one. Smile more. Okay, smiling, even when you don't feel like it. I wrote notes, by the way, on my laptop. Can release chemicals in the brain that improve your mood. Did you know that? I used to go, when I was working at a supermarket, I used to go into the break room and, like, when nobody was watching, I'd go, force yourself to smile when you don't feel like it, and you start feeling better. It releases healthy, happy chemicals. I used to look like a right crazy person. On the odd occasion, I think I got caught, like, doing this. Weird, but it works, you know? Just maybe find somewhere you're not going to get caught. Yeah. because people are just going to think, what on earth is going on with you? Practice being present in the moment. So try and just be in the moment sometimes without really overthinking about what that moment might mean. Okay, that's really difficult at the start, but analyze the situation, assess where you are, try not to put too much judgment on it, and say, okay, so I have this issue. Okay, I've got that issue. I'm currently feeling this. Really assess your emotions, actually, to be honest. How are you feeling? You know, understand, be honest with yourself. Yeah, I'm feeling negative. Yeah, I'm feeling scared. Try not to put too much judgment on that, right? Eventually, after doing that, you move on to saying, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do to fix that situation or to start feeling better? What am I going to tell myself that I want to feel? But first, before you do all that, just really understand and be honest with yourself about where you are, what emotions you're experiencing, because you're not going to be able to deal with negative emotions if you can't be honest about it. You know, I tend to try and be honest with God about it. You know, I speak to have a chat with God and say, do you know what? I'm struggling with this. I'm struggling with that. And I usually find He tends to help out. But honesty with yourself, with God, with other people is the very first step. So what else have we got on our list? Really get clear with how you're feeling and what's going on in your situation in life, you know. Reframe failures as lessons. So this is a big one. Treat your failures as learning experiences rather than roadblocks. So what has gone wrong in your life? Really sort of be like, I messed up on that. I messed up on this. I wish that didn't happen. Yeah, and you can wish it all you want, but it still happened, doesn't it? Ultimately, you can either let those situations sort of define you in a negative way, cause you stress, cause you to break down about it, or you can actually think, okay, what can I do different next time to stop that happening? Good few years ago when I was younger, I was very daft. I did some very daft things. I lost a lot of respect because I was very immature. I was immature mentally, really. So I wasn't acting my age. I was acting like a kid. You know, and I went through a period, obviously, I was a lot younger, yeah. But I went through a period of really sort of not being the person I wanted to be. And at the time, I thought, I've really messed up. People don't respect me. I've lost my reputation. And you know what? I'm glad that that happened because it's made me know how I don't want to act. And because I know now how I don't want to act in public or to other people, I know that I want to do the opposite. So don't see your failures as a terrible, terrible thing, right? Or don't see them as failures. See them as a lesson in advance. Because yeah, terrible things at the time are really terrible, aren't they? And they can be for a long time, depending on how you deal with it. But you've got an opportunity to try and make things different, you know? Next one is spend time in nature. Being in nature can boost your mood, give you a positive outlook on life. It really does. How many times have you been out? Surely I'm not the only one that's gone out for a walk, come back and been like, I feel really refreshed now. I feel better. I feel much more happy. And I find it helps me sleep massively. If I don't go out in the day, my body knows about it. It's like, you're not going to sleep. Not until you've had your time in nature. Meditate or pray regularly. Actually, I'd say do both. Meditation can literally just be a form of closing your eyes and focusing on your breath and just taking time. To come away from the world. Just be present in the moment. And when I do that, I speak to God. I'll tell him everything because he knows anyway. But there's something powerful about like telling God something. Things change, even though he knows it, you know. I find helps me when I speak it out. So I'm like, God, I am really scared about this situation right now. I need you to come and help me, please. And do you know what? Usually things change. So there you go. But yeah, just take time out from working and being and doing. Limit your toxic relationship. So distance yourself from people who drain yourself, who drain your energy, who bring negativity in your life. There are so many people out to get you. People who are jealous. Maybe they don't even do it intentionally. They might not do it on purpose. Maybe they do. But people come from all different angles. They will come from different intentions, perspectives. But all you need to know, if being around somebody is bringing you down, it's making you feel pretty awful, there's no point having them in your life. Cut them out. Sorry to them, but, well, it is what it is, isn't it? You've got to value yourself more than you should be valuing negative relationships. Focus on what you can control. So let go of things beyond your control and focus your energy on what you can influence. There's so many things that you are in charge of in life. So many things that you can actually fix, sort out. So why are we spending time wasting and worrying about situations which are literally like the world could end? Well, it's going to end at some point, isn't it? God's in charge. That's the way I look at it. Am I going to try and pretend to be God? No, it's not going to help. But what can you control? You can always control something. You can control your reaction or your mood or how you speak to other people. We can, as people, as humans, we can have a tendency to take it out on people. But if you were positive and nice to somebody, rather than... Hello, by the way, to Calico the cat. Sorry to interrupt everything. But you're going for sleepover tonight. Sounds amazing. Hope you had a wonderful time. That sounds really, really cool. Is it far? Is it near? What's I saying? Focus on what you can control, not on what you can't. You love my channel so much. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Calico the cat. Oh, love it. Because you are one of our regular viewers and we really appreciate you coming every time you come. You've got to go soon, but just wanted to say hi. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Calico the cat. You're amazing. When you do get a moment, check out our short videos. I've put some comedy videos recently, so it'd be quite nice to check out. Yeah, so there you go. Have a nice day yourself. God bless you. It's really nice to speak to you. Exercise regularly, everybody. So physical exercise releases endorphins and that improves your mood and your energy levels. There is something massive, like I was saying about getting fresh air. Exercising and fresh air changes everything. Literally, you can go from feeling so miserable, I can, to actually feeling like, oh, actually, there's a bit of hope. Somehow it just changes your perspective on things. So really get exercise, really get out and about. And if you can't get out and about, do indoor exercising. You can do pedal bikes, weightlifting, jumping on the spot. I tell you what, I love dancing. I'm terrible at dancing. But in terms of an exercise, brilliant. I use the Apple Fitness at the moment, so I'm using that. I just follow along with their dance moves. And I'll tell you what, it is helping me. It's helping me sleep. It's helping me release tension. Because I do believe that tension is caught up in your body physically. Like it gets trapped in your nerves and all that sort of jasmine. So shaking it out, jumping it out, dancing it out is going to change everything. So try it. And set achievable goals. So setting achievable goals, small goals can reinforce your positive mindset and a sense of accomplishment. Not just big goals. If you can achieve small goals, like literally how about waking up, making a nice pot of coffee and getting a bit of exercise in the morning? I mean, that's a goal, small goal. Once you can show yourself, tell your brain, tell your body, actually, I can achieve goals. Might be small, but I can achieve goals of some sort. Then, tell you what happens. Your self-belief improves. And you literally go from somebody who believes you can't really achieve much to somebody who thinks, okay, I've achieved a small thing, can achieve a big thing now. Really getting into the realm of small little achievements each day just proves to yourself you can achieve the big things, like I say. So what can you achieve today? What little or big or medium goal have you got? Just have a little think. Is there something you need to be tackling? Is there a library book you need to be returning? Is there a friend you should be contacting? Is there an email you should be replying to? There's so many different things that we probably need to be getting on with, but kind of like keep pushing away and we think, do it later. Later's now, right? Yesterday, when you said later, this is that later, you know? Later is now. So don't delay it. Do it. Get on with it. And I hope these little positive reinforcements have given you some little ideas, some ways to change your mindset. And if you are just joining, rewind, go back to the beginning, because we have just revealed some right little golden nuggets of beauty about changing your mindset for the better. And with that, I am going to say to you, God loves you. And so do we.